Welcome to Nobody Kicks Out. This is a little bit of different format from what we normally do. Instead of shitting on matches together, we're going to shit on people who got fired. Fuck them jobs. Here with John the Younger.
Yo.
Kane.
Hi.
I'm John the Elder. And we're going to break down the list of WWE releases and then make some predictions about where we want them to go, where our heart says they should go, and where they actually might end up realistically.
Yeah. I already have some questions about the early ones, but I'll wait for you to formally introduce them first.
Okay, do we want to run down the whole list first, or just kind of go through them individually?
Let's go through them individually.
I think most people
Everyone
know
really,
the list by now.
If your finger is on the pulse and you're listening to this, you probably know the list of folks. But I guess let's start with the most recent of the releases. Is this the most recent?
No.
Isn't that, who's the most? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, we'll do the most recent toward the end.
Say the most prominent. Why did you not just say
Let's
that?
go.
Hulk Hogan was released from his.
We're going to go over the batch that was released all together.
Okay.
And then the ones that have subsequently come after.
Okay, so I guess let's start with Kari Sane then.
Yeah, the most prominent for sure.
Yeah. Most shocking, it seems like, for the WWE fan base.
This is the question I had as well. Does anyone know her relation and like how close she is still to Mari? The dude who runs Marigold.
Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie.
Rosie Ogawa? I think it's pronounced Rosie. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's, it's spelled like that, but I'm not sure how you pronounce it in Japanese. But she's always had a good relationship with him, as far as I know. But she's not going to make any money in Marigold.
But a lot of that changed whenever the split happened, where a lot of people really picked their sides, and I don't really know what happened with her because she was right, Stardom World Champion at that time. Because didn't she drop it to Mercedes?
She was IWGP Women's Champion.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The inaugural IWGP Women's Champion.
And by that time, Marigold had already split off, right? I'm not wrong about that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It was around that time probably that he got fired not too long after she went back to WWE, probably. I'm not exactly sure on the timeline.
Sure.
Because he had been planning and was poaching talent.
Now, Marigold works closely with WWE. Is that correct? They have a working somewhat,
yes. EO has gone over there for a match. But I don't know. It depends. Like lots of people that were close with Rosie, like Tam Nakano and Saki Kashima, didn't go over.
Okay.
Utami has since left. She went over with him, but she's since left. She's a freelancer now. Mayu was the big one, really, and she's still there. So I don't know. To be honest, I think I said this to you guys as soon as it happened. If I'm Tony Khan and Okada, so the president of Stardom's name is Okada. I'm not talking about Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah, sure.
The one Tekla beat up.
Yes. If I'm Tony and Okada, I'm on the phone working out like, all right, I'll pay her this, you pay her this, she does this many, I'll guarantee this many dates for you, and I'm offering her a dual contract.
Yeah, I see that as well.
Marigold's definitely off the board.
No.
I think Kyrie is the most up in the air out of all these releases about where they could end up and where they might end up.
She can go literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyone will take her.
Yeah.
She could go to CMLL if she wanted to.
I don't even think it's out of the question that she goes to TNA.
The only thing that I think is weird about Kyrie's release is you didn't hear that outpouring of support from the women's locker room in AEW or the men's locker room. I mean, that video of Kenny Omega went back around where he said that if he could pick anybody from the other company, he'd pick Kyrie.
There was a bit like Asuka commented and Io commented and Rhea commented.
But I mean from AEW's side.
Oh.
It didn't seem like there was a bunch of, like, the roster itself wasn't clamoring like it is for someone else.
You wouldn't, right? You know what I mean? Like, especially with how hungry that women's division is right now for stars, the AEW women's division I'm referring to, by the way, you wouldn't just come out and have everyone be like, oh yeah, we want you here. It's a big crying outpour thing. I think you would keep it close to your chest for a bit.
I mean, obviously she's worked with Mercedes outside of WWE when she had that other weird release.
She has history with Tony. They were, I'm not sure how much they have in actual like feuding, but they were in Stardom together and WWE together briefly. But the thing is, it's always been known that she kind of prefers living in Japan to living in the United States. So that kind of makes me think if she does do with WWE or AEW, And what makes me think it'll be a dual contract situation, because I don't know if she'll want to do full time
for sure
in the United
Agreed.
States.
So final landing spot, what do you guys think?
I think most likely, and it's not even like a very good shot in my mind, it's probably an AEW Stardom dual contract, and I would put that at like 26-27%, somewhere around there.
So ideally, yes, Stardom AEW dual contract. I think it's best. It depends on what she wants.
Yeah.
You know, if she's that loyal to Rosie and just wants to work for him, she'll go to Marigold and she'll take whatever, you know, he can pay her. But if she's looking for career-wise to prove how good she is after the WWE stuff, and she's looking for money, AEW or AEW/Stardom is her best bet.
I'd see her in Marigold for some reason. She had the chance to go there before. She had the opportunity. She chose WWE again. I don't know. I just something about it tells me I think she's going to be working Marigold and other Japan indies and move back to Japan and do her thing.
And I just want to say, all of this from my perspective is not like what I think is best for talent. I don't know any of their situations. I don't know what they want. All of this is just coming from a fan perspective, and I watch AEW pretty religiously, and I want to see Kairi on my TV.
Oh, I'd love to see her. Yeah, wrestle in AEW and wrestle with those girls. I would love to see her in Stardom and wrestle a lot of those girls. I just don't, for some reason, my gut says it's not going to happen.
You want to get to the probably biggest shoe-in on this list, I think.
Who do you think is the biggest shoe in on the list?
Aleister Black.
Oh,
that man is.
So let's talk about.
Him and Zelina, I think, are a package deal.
Yes, there will be a package deal wherever they go. So here's my thing on that, and this applied to all of us. Well, so part of this did. I didn't really watch Black and Gold at NXT.
Really?
You guys did.
Yes.
And so I didn't know Aleister till he came to AEW. But I loved him in AEW. I loved House of Black. We all loved House of Black.
Yes, his presentation was fantastic.
Yeah, it got pretty obvious at a certain point that something was not working out.
Yeah.
But still, we loved the presentation, everything.
What was working out is that he didn't know how to put his shoulders in the mat.
Yeah. I don't know if I want him back in AEW.
I don't. I have no interest in an Aleister Black.
Before we were sitting here today, I was watching some old matches, and I had to watch the PWG match again. It's a classic. And he's there with a bunch of other indie guys. Jeff Cobb's there, Chucky T, Cedric Alexander, you know. And it's the match with the famous thumb in the butt with Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yeah.
And they all do the thumb in the butt spot. And he's right there. You know, he's right there doing it with them. Tommy End is there. He's having the time of his life. They get to the slow motion spot. He does like a little slow motion spin kick, and the crowd, you know what I'm talking about with the crowds. Yeah. We're going to cover this match. That's why I had it up. We're going to watch that whole PWG match because it's fantastic. Basically, if you watch AEW, it's like a 10-man clusterfuck match, but there's a hilarious spot in it, and the match just goes straight comedy, and you can tell these guys are having the time of their life. Tommaso Ciampa's in the match. But he's there, and I'm like, man, where's that guy? Like, that guy loved wrestling and loved having fun. Like, and you could tell he's having the time of his life there. And I don't know if the stardom went to his head of being in WWE and being told how great he is all the time, because, you know, Paul Heyman's really high on him too.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what got lost in translation, because AEW just seemed like such a natural fit.
Well, that was the thing with early AEW, right? What everyone wanted it to be was pretty much Black and Gold NXT. And then I guess as the years went on, everyone kind of realized, wait, you can't just do Black and Gold NXT, but again, you have to be your own company. You have to make your own image. You have to make your own persona.
And this is a small tangent. I won't go too far, but something I've noticed, like, about people complaining about how they watched AEW at first, but then it wasn't good. I was like, you just wanted it to be WWE, just not WWE.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. But that's the thing. JR said something about, like, you know, he's, in theory, on paper, he's got everything you want. Whatever it is that's holding him back is not in the ring.
Yeah. It's
not on screen. And said you need reliability, and for whatever reason, he does not have that reliability and trust.
Well, the thing is, like, as soon as he got to the Fed, he was completely fine with putting his shoulder job into, like, in like 3 minutes on SmackDown. So, like, it was obviously
Saturday night main event.
I think it's pretty obvious it was a thing where he saw himself as above the whole roster. And if you track his AEW wins as well, he never lost to an
it's
AEW
crazy.
original.
I think in like the 2 years that he was there, he lost. He
3 times.
got his pin, like shoulders pinned to the mat, like 3 or 4 times. That was it.
And I think all of them were to WWE guys, right?
Yeah, I think Adam Cole
in like their last match.
Cope.
And I don't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, it's interesting to go look at. You can look it up on Cage Match.
But the thing about too, if you guys remember when he left, the story was you had I don't remember who it was. I think it was Swerve went up to Brody and was like, "You don't need a leader. You are the leader."
Yeah.
And you had like I think Ospreay going up to Buddy like, "You've been held back."
Yeah.
And when they're doing that on screen after you leave,
it's a bit yeah. Zelina, of course, didn't do herself any favors with the IWC and indie wrestling fans by immediately attacking Sean Ross Sapp for doing his job, essentially. Of course, so she
I get it, man. I do. It's an emotional time. You just lost your job. I get it, but don't go on Twitch.
Why do wrestlers act
things.
like they should be the only entertainment and sports industry that's not covered journalistically like any other brand? Like, it's
because
crazy.
a lot of wrestlers are still obsessed with it being a business with insiders and outsiders, and they don't like the outsiders being on the inside.
Yeah, the marks got to stay out.
But the thing is, I think she lost a lot of goodwill with wrestling fans as a whole when, she got fired from WWE for a pro-union tweet.
Yep.
And then as soon as they wanted her back, she went back and she shut up about unions really fucking quick.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's because it's just a rumor. I don't know if we talk about it or not.
I mean, if not, we can cut it out for now. We can just talk.
There was a rumor that she was in talks with AEW at that time, and she just ghosted Tony when she got the WWE call.
Like I said, she's not bad between the ropes.
She's not
fine. No. But I wouldn't say it's like a person who's like, oh, it doesn't matter what their behavioral. It's not an Andrade or like if like Rollins got released or something. It's not like that where it's like, oh, I don't care if they big league the roster because they are big league. They should be here no matter what. Zelina Vega just isn't that kind of person.
And the thing is too, and I'm not one to normally harp on this. I don't think it's necessarily a big issue. She is very small, but she's not like a Riho where she can back it up in the ring either.
Yeah.
She's not good enough of a wrestler to sell her size. Or like an EO. EO's not that big of a person either. But Zelina's not good enough wrestler to sell that.
I don't think she's bad in the ring. Like I just can't remember a Zelina Vega match where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one that convinced me that you're a star.
Well, she was super over in that. Was it when they went to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
And the crowd was like,
but
and that's got her initial push. She had a little push after that.
Everyone was super over in that.
But that's when they like remade the LWO, like basically just to go to Puerto Rico and then stop caring about it.
Let's stay on the LWO because that feels like a segue.
We haven't finished with these guys.
I know, but let's do. Where do we think Aleister Black and Zelina's going? Really quick.
They have TNA World and Impact, or what's their? Is it still Knockouts?
Still Knockouts.
Okay, yeah, they have World and Knockouts World titles in their future. I think it is written in the stars that those guys are TNA World Champs.
Kane, what do you think?
So I see it two ways. It depends on what they want. Do they care about money? Because I don't think either one of them was on a 7-figure deal, but I would say combined they were making about 7 figures at least. Probably, into the 7 figures. The only place they have any remote chance of making that is AEW.
Yep.
So, possibilities, maybe New Japan.
Oh, that would be really interesting. I don't know about Zelina, but I could see Aleister Black
She's mentioned wanting to wrestle in Japan. Like I said, they don't have any kids. They don't necessarily have any direct ties to the U.S. They could move to Japan for a few years. She could do Stardom. He could do New Japan.
He goes there. He proves he could do business again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then AEW might bring you back. I think that's the way forward with Aleister Black if you do want an AEW.
That sounds cool, but I think he's TNA bound.
Yeah, I do too.
Realistically, MLW or TNA. Again, that's if he wants to be a top guy. They could both walk into TNA tomorrow and be world champions.
Yep.
Probably in MLW too.
Mm-hmm.
If they want money, AEW is the only way they're getting it. And I'll say that if Tony does decide to bring him back, then the first 6 months of his time there need to be putting his shoulders down for anyone.
Agreed.
Anyone and everyone.
I think give him the Andrade run that's happening right now. Like,
Mhm.
have him lose a lot, and maybe he'll eventually get the respect
Endear
back of the
yourself
fans.
to the fans, even though you're
have
taking
him
out.
job to Sammy Guevara on Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah.
Like, he needs to eat a lot of crow if he comes back to AEW.
Well, I would say a lot of us felt this way with the Andrade stuff as well. Whenever Andrade first came back.
Yeah, I don't think any of us were super high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're worried about
Well,
it.
that time when he took the mask off, we were just like, oh.
No, no. This might not end well. But of course, we were proven wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
my bet is TNA for them.
this is not an Andrade podcast. We'll talk about him some other time. But you mentioned LWO earlier. Let's go ahead and talk about Santos Escobar.
I don't know a lot about Santos Escobar.
I know a decent amount. I think he's immensely talented. He is a dude
That's what I hear a lot.
who
This is
they
very good.
poached very early on, I believe, from he was either CMLL or
before he did a brief stint in Impact before he went to WWE. Before that, he was very much involved in Lucha Underground up until that big lawsuit. If you followed it, then everyone knows. Are you guys aware of the Lucha Underground lawsuit where they're basically telling their wrestlers that they couldn't work for any other promotions, even though they were paying them on per match deals? He wanted out of that contract to work for Impact, and
it was only like, what, 6 or 7 episodes a season?
Yes,
they were
exactly. So he's been around. He's not a slouch in the ring. Very talented, of course, with the CMML booming up right now. WWE owning AAA is a kind of a head scratcher. Why not just have him go down there and work? I think he was injured and they released him, which is a whole other point of contention with the TKO thing now.
Not the only one they did that to.
Right. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so he was injured, and that was something that Vince never did. This is a big talking point. And TKO does not care if you're at home hurt. They're going to cut your pay if you're not making the money.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, apparently, because he's been released by WWE before, and there was apparently a very big backlash to it, and he got brought back. But in the time that he was gone, he was in talks with CMLL, apparently.
I'd see him working for CMLL.
I see him working CMLL, probably doing some dates with New Japan as part of their thing, and eventually making his way onto AEW TV and possibly a dual contract someday.
If he's one of those guys that are just like, I've always dreamed about being in World Wrestling Federation. I watched it when I was a kid, and the Ultimate Warrior and all that. You know those guys. Maybe AAA, and it's just a big pay cut. But so we all decide Santos Escobar.
Yeah, probably CMLL.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't think MLW or TNA
he
is
might
out of the
pop up
question
in TNA,
either.
but I mean, a wrestler like that, he has a certain style. He has a great look.
I think he
He's a
could make
huge
as
star
much in CMLL as he could in TNA. Probably more.
And speaking of shoe-ins, we were talking about Aleister Black. This might be the most lockdown one. The whole video we got.
Yeah, there's no question here.
These guys are AEW bound, and it's not close. Motor City Machine Guns, by the way.
Yeah. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. If any wrestling nerds, they really don't need an introduction. Part of Peak TNA. Just pre-Hogan era, probably one of the best tag teams of all time.
Yes.
I think they were rumored to go to AEW.
They were in talks, apparently.
And WWE just kind of snatched them away for that reason. And you obviously, when they did nothing for the free year, had potential dream matches where they could have faced New Day, could have faced the Usos, and they did none of that.
Yeah, they were those guys that wanted that. They wanted the WWE experience.
Yeah.
They got it for about a year.
And if you're going to take a punt on it, man, how old are these guys? Like mid or early 40s, mid 40s? If you're going to take a punt on trying to see if this WWE shit's going to work, might as well fucking try now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to hate on them for it.
It didn't help that they came in and it felt like WWE might actually give a fuck about tag team wrestling for a second, but it's not true at all. And but yeah, I think it seems like a shoe-in that AEW. It just makes sense, even if it's not a full-time deal, a per appearance deal where they just pop in. I mean,
I think they get a full-time deal.
Yeah, I don't see why it's not full-time.
I don't even see any other outlet for them to go. New Japan, maybe.
I think they'll go AEW and work New Japan dates.
Yeah.
There's a lot on BTE recently. Now, they may be referring to another tag team, but they said there's multiple people in talks. They said multiple. Nick and Matt Jackson. It's basically said it's going to be a really exciting future for us in AEW right now because there's multiple talks going on where we're going to have a lot of dream matches, I feel like.
Yeah.
If that tells you, I think they're referring in part to Motor City Machine.
Well, yeah, before last week, this was the big buzz. Like everyone was excited for at AEW, which they still are.
Yeah.
But this was dominant.
Let's get to them later.
Yeah, we'll get to that
So,
later.
do you want to talk about the Wyatt Six just as one?
Yeah,
I think
like
that's
a big
easier.
group.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, Rowan. Who am I missing? Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
I think there's one guy in this group who I could see being brought in, maybe two. I could maybe see Bo Dallas or Rowan being brought into like an AEW to like bolster the ROH division or something. Not as like a featured prominent act for sure, or maybe just bodies in the tag division.
I don't see Bo Dallas. Rowan could because he's got some ties there. MJF tweeted about Joe Gacy after his release.
He did.
Really?
He said,
Joe Gacy's awesome or something like that.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure what he has done previous.
He was an indie guy for a long time.
I know he was in TNA for a bit.
I think a lot of these dudes in this group, they could end up anywhere.
They are actually doing
CZW guy.
Yeah.
Joe Gacy.
Oh, okay.
They're doing, I believe, they're doing some kind of con together.
Okay.
I think Dexter Loomis is going back to TNA.
Yeah, I agree
for
with
sure.
He posted a teaser with Indy Hartwell, who's in TNA right now.
They used him well over there. Makes sense.
He doesn't have a place anywhere else. I don't think he's a good enough worker to be a top guy in New Japan or CMLL or AEW.
In AEW or New Japan, he would be slotted into a faction as like a
guy who stands menacingly in the background.
Yeah, a guy to eat losses.
I've never really watched him, so I don't know. From what I've seen, he seems like decent in the ring.
He's fine,
but not standout.
Yeah, no, he's not.
I think from what I've seen of all those, the most standout in the ring would be Joe Gacy.
Yeah, Joe Gacy's interesting to me. Yeah, I think he could land in AEW or ROH or TNA. I think he could literally land anywhere. Bo, I feel like, I think TNA is written all over him.
I see that as well.
They might decide to stick together as a group.
They could
sign somewhere as a group.
Well,
I don't know.
The one that sticks out the most to me, we really haven't mentioned yet, is Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Her character work has always been phenomenal. Look at what she did in NXT that they didn't let her do on the main roster very well with Sanity.
Yeah.
Even Nikki ASH doing that, being the best friend of Alexa Bliss with that storyline of the not as pretty best friend storyline. But
yeah,
I mean, her character work is fantastic.
She's
decent between the ropes.
What was their tag name? It was some shit. Crisscross applesauce or something.
Yeah, she's the one. She's got deep ties to the British indie scene. Close with Ospreay and Alex Windsor. Possibility.
Maybe the most struggling indie scene as well could use an infusion of talent desperately.
I think Rev Pro would be a good landing spot for her. Maybe not exclusive, like maybe sign with TNA or something like that. And
she could do the Eve shows like that and stuff like that too.
Yeah. Because again, they've sort of teased her coming to Eve because again, close with Ospreay and stuff. So there's a possibility. I think she has wider options. Say her and Joe Gacy probably have the best options of anyone.
Yeah.
Rowan's probably going to get in AEW as part of a group or a tag team or something.
To say. I think he is a guy who any company in the world will throw money at.
He was part of the Luke Harper Memorial Show. Yep. Everyone liked him backstage. By all accounts, he's a great guy. You know, Tony likes to look after people.
From what I understand, he's a good guy to have in the locker room as well. Like he is reportedly very funny.
And he's not a standout guy, but he's a solid big guy.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's terrible in the ring, and I think he's a good dude to like have job on like Dynamites or ROH TV, stuff like that.
So at the end of the day, these guys are all over the place, but I think we covered where we kind of think all these folks are probably going to land. So one that's kind of like an interesting to me because he used to be so over is on the indie scene before WWE scooped him up is Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews release was surprising to me just because like
he somehow
how did he survive the last 6?
Yeah,
but got caught on this one.
Who was the dude that always did that last time too? Was it like Kurt Hawkins who would never get released or something?
I don't know.
There was a dude on the roster who would just survive cut after cut after cut. No, it was It was JTG. JTG survived for like 10 years and just wasn't ever on TV. Like, he wasn't even on Superstars or nothing. It just didn't get cut.
I assume he'll be wrestling his Nation again soon.
Probably, man, but they stole everything from that guy.
Yeah,
They
his
stole
stock.
everything.
Yeah.
Nothing on him, but his stock dropped a lot during his time in
Well,
WWE.
he's older.
No, he's older.
He's older as well.
He hasn't been on TV
What
consistently
did he
in forever.
do in WWE? Like,
Nothing.
he didn't win an NXT title, right?
He did like
I'm
a
not
weird
thinking
Black Panther gimmick and got pushed
Oh my
for, like,
god,
a
the
second.
Nigerian drum fight!
Nigerian drum fight. I don't even know what that is, and it pisses me off.
He had a feud with The Miz in like 2016, right? Over the IC belt.
Yes.
Was that whenever he was smiling babyface? It had to be,
I think
right?
so. Yeah,
Jesus
they tried to do the white meat
Christ.
babyface thing with him. Yeah, they just really did nothing with him. He's very talented in the ring, but as we all know in WWE, that doesn't always matter. They don't know really how to play it. They don't care to play to anybody's strengths. Where do you see him landing? Do you think an AEW slot could be there for him?
I think an ROH slot could be there for him. I don't think that's the same thing.
I'm
but
kind of
yes.
thinking New Japan.
Yeah, I can see that as well. That could
Yeah.
be fun.
Uha Nation, New
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah. Let's run through a few more. Andrew Chase, not really a surprise, but Chase U used to be
Andre.
Andre
used to be
Chase.
incredibly. What did I say?
Andrew.
Oh, and Andre Chase, sorry. But he used to be incredibly. Chase U was incredibly over. Helped get guys like Femi over, and a lot of those guys. Most people are just kind of genuinely sad to see him go. I think he was released once before last year, and then brought back again because people were so sad to see him go.
Well, I think this is something that might be a little bit controversial. This dude is a lock-in for AEW.
You think so?
No, he's a dude that you want backstage. From my understanding, he's pretty much what he was doing in the NXT field is he was a trainer. He was teaching people how to do promos,
Yeah, his
and that's why
gimmick-
they stuck him with a stage.
His gimmick on TV was essentially what he was doing in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah,
The Chase U stuff.
I don't know anything about him, but he was on the Indies for a long time.
Put him in charge of that dumb frat boy stable.
I was going to say, put him with the frat
Yeah.
house.
yeah. I mean, not just that, like having him there to like teach some of these younger guys. how
Put
to
him in
do
Ring
this
of Honor,
shit.
make him a
Yeah.
trainer like mid-card gatekeeper.
I would be fine with that. I like Andrew Chase. He's a likable person.
You said it again, Andre Chase.
Andre Chase. Why do I keep saying Andrew? Zoe Stark just seems kind of like
I know nothing
another
about her.
version of.
Dude. If you don't think that Stardom is going to snatch her the fuck up,
Yeah, she has a
her
look.
or CMLL,
Yeah.
they love those like that look.
She's
of
a
people.
big buff lady.
He is also injured.
Yes,
for
also
sure.
released injured. She's a big buff lady. She has a similar body type, I would say, to like.
Not as big as Rhea, I wouldn't say.
No. But she reminds me
What's
of
the girl?
the TNA one that
Yeah,
WWE just picked
yeah.
up. Jesus Christ,
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace.
Yes, that's
you.
exactly.
Yeah, so that's who she reminds me of.
She's
so
pretty good in the ring as well.
I
She's
think she'll
not
be
great.
fine. I don't think she's AEW bound, but I think she'll be fine.
No.
Or TNA
You
would
know,
be a great thing.
what's funny, when this came out of all of these names, she's the one that Bully Ray said, AEW, you got to hire her.
I know. Give her a mic is what he said. She's not a good promo.
I have no idea if she's a good promo. Alba Fire, of course, Kaylee Ray on the Indies. She's beloved. This is the other big one that everyone was surprised. The women's locker room and AEW all tweeted at her, liked her tweet that Kaylee Ray makes Alba Fire look like a bitch.
Yeah.
I think she may show up in Ring of Honor. You know,
Her
Tony
former
probably give her
tag
a
team
thing.
partner is in AEW, Ring of Honor.
This is someone who screams to me that they'll take a punt. AEW will take a punt on. Just sign
Really?
up and see if.
Oh yeah.
Just see if it works. You know what I mean? See if anything that she does catches fire. Because that again, that division. I think most of the women on this list have a good chance of being signed by AEW just because of how thin that division is right now, and they need bodies.
Yeah. They also released some guys in the developmental.
Yes.
Do they have a reality show or something?
LFG,
They have LFG and Evolve.
which are feeder systems to their feeder system.
Yeah,
right?
is it LFG the one that everyone's like, I was watching them on my TV and they're just not there anymore?
Wait,
They were,
which
like,
one's first? Is it
champions and
Evolve
stuff got
first and
released.
then LFG, or is it LFG and then Evolve?
LFG is a reality show. Evolve is
Okay.
a wrestling show.
Yeah. It's LFG, then Evolve, then TNA, probably, right?
Right.
And then like
Sure.
AAA.
For now, it won't be long before Evolve is winning the TNA World Title.
JC Mateo, of course, Ty Cobb, back to New Japan.
Crazy.
Even though Jeff Cobb, even though Ty Cobb's a baseball player, Jeff Cobb, even though he left New Japan in very shitty circumstances, left when he had a world title shot, advertised on a show, kind of pulled
half
out
of the tag champions.
half the tag champions, pulled out of that show like the day before to leave for WWE.
I assume those 5 are the development.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we don't know who they.
So what do you think New Japan will welcome back
No.
with open arms?
No.
Or do you think they hold a grudge?
I think they will 100% hold a grudge because the way that he did them was unbelievably dirty. He had a world title match like planned. I think it was the week of,
Yeah.
and he called out. It was like, no, I'm going to WWE.
And then they proceeded to do absolutely nothing with Jeff
insane.
Cobb, who has an aura and a presence.
Well, no, he was in the BMFT, right?
EMFTs, yes.
Yeah.
He's also
Solo's
injured right now,
group.
isn't he?
I believe so. I think he might have been healthy right before they released him, possibly, because I think I saw him standing menacingly in a screenshot at one point, but I don't know. I don't keep up with the World Wrestling Entertainment.
I just want to let it be known that this man was feuding with the Wyatt Six, who got released as well, over that fucking lantern for legit like 6 months. It was so long that they feuded over that fucking lantern.
So where do you think he goes? Is he a TNA?
I don't know.
Or is he just done? I mean, he's older.
TNA, maybe Noah.
Yeah, I could see Noah as well.
Going back to Japan, wrestling for Noah.
New Japan's not gonna I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they are hungry enough for talent that they will welcome him back. But I just don't see it. Like, how do you as a promoter get done that dirty and you're okay with bringing that dude back?
Well, when you need to be pushing your younger talent, why bring in this guy who...
I mean, I guess to take losses. He's a name that can take losses.
Of course, I think this guy will be AEW champion. Walking into the door, thrown into main event, Tongaloa.
I love Tongaloa. I hope he gets employed everywhere. I love Tongaloa. So how do you botch a low blow? My man is not built for this business, but somehow he survived like 15 years.
Does he still have friends in New Japan?
I assume so.
Yeah, I mean, he was there for like a decade.
Yeah, he didn't leave on bad terms.
No, I'd say he's going back to New Japan. He's probably going to get slotted into Unbound Co. or something like that. Or the House of Torture.
Yeah. Could be even like the the War Dogs are in AEW now.
Yeah, the War Dogs kind of House of Torture is all that's left of the Bullet Club.
It's time to bury the Bullet Club.
Evil.
All right, guys, let's talk about the two big ones. Of course, that like AEW, everyone loves the New Day. They seem to just be beloved from everyone on all the rosters everywhere. No one has a bad word to say about these guys. Xavier Woods now going by Austin Creed, and Kofi Kingston now just going by Kofi.
Yep.
I mean, AEW's got to be, right? You got to make a huge
it's
play.
100% AEW, and I think people who are saying TNA are stupid. I think it is legitimately a literacy test, because why did they leave WWE? They got a pay cut.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go to WWE's feeder system that pays less than WWE does? If you left because your pay's getting cut, it don't make any sense.
And what's there for them to do in TNA? Like, name a TNA tag team.
Great point.
Those Bible thumping guys who dance to the ring, and the Hardy Boys.
Them and the Hardys. They could have a match.
They have the Hardy
They
Boys.
could have a match with the Righteous and the Hardys.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It was the Righteous.
Yes.
The ones in the MJF feud. Oh no.
Yeah, they've been feuding with the Hardys for a while now, sort of.
But yeah, I mean, AEW is the place to go. They can face Kofi Cage. They can face FTR. They can face
Motor City Machine Guns. Get the match you didn't get in the company you were in together.
The Young Bucks. It's
not even just in like a way of like it's best for them monetarily. It's best for them creatively as well. Like, because they obviously have chips on their shoulders. It's from just the way they're posting on social media, the things that are happening.
I don't know if they'd want to do dual contracts or just do some per appearance, but I'd like to see them in New Japan.
That'd be fun.
It's all a matter of what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in their careers, if they didn't want to wrestle overseas, they don't have to.
This is a little bit less about Xavier and more about Kofi.
But
I do love Xavier Woods as well. But Kofi Kingston is a dude, anywhere he goes, he could be world champion.
Yes.
Anywhere.
I mean, WWE proved that.
Yeah.
You know, Kofi Mania was huge.
Kofi Mania was one of the best things, just most positive, nice things in wrestling in the past 20
Strickland
years.
pointed this out whenever he was talking about how it'd be foolish for no one to, like, everyone wants They're the hottest free agents out there. But he pointed out Kofi Kingston is the only black man to ever win the world title at WrestleMania.
Our want them to and expect them to was AEW in these guys' cases for all of us. But here's the question, because everyone is expecting, we don't know if that's where it's going to go, but everyone's expecting that All In is going to be Page and Cope versus FTR versus the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. In the three-way ladder match through TLC.
When the Guns got released, everyone was like, versus Motor City Machine Guns.
Now New Day's here.
And now everyone's like, versus the New Day.
Well, now it kills the point, right, if you do that.
Yes. So someone asked the Bucks, what do you want your big all-in match to be this year? Nick looked up at the camera. This was during a recent BT episode, during a Q&A, and he goes, I think everyone knows what the answer to that is. So,
well, no, that could be two things, though. That could mean either he wants a match against the Machine Guns or he wants a match against the New Day. That could be two things.
New Day, obviously, because the Young Bucks once had they don't tweet. They just changed the Twitter bio.
Yeah.
Years ago, they said one day the Young Bucks will wrestle the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and the world will rejoice. And then they retweeted a screenshot of that, of course, after this happened.
But here's the question. If you're Tony, and as a viewer, do you want this? Do you change the all-in plans?
I think you do, and the way I worked it out in my head is you do. You take the Young Bucks out of the Triple Threat Ladder Match TLC, and you do the Young Bucks versus the New Day. Winner gets a shot at the World Tag Team titles, whoever wins the Triple Threat Ladder Match, and you slot Motor City Machine Guns into the Young Bucks spot. Yeah.
I think that's a good way.
Yeah, even do like a mystery tag team and have them both come in. They have the thing that they could do the thing here that they did. You remember the night that both like Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuted? Yes. They could do a similar
or they could just
thing.
do that as well. They could just do the three-way ladder match and then at the end have both of the tag teams debut.
Yeah, both of them come out. First the Motor City Machine Guns and then
but the thing is, because their 90 days will be up in like mid toward end of July.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you wait a whole month to bring them on TV?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
But do you bring them on TV and not have them like you've got All In right there? Why bring them back All In and not have them wrestle All In when you're selling tickets to your biggest show of the year? You don't put the New Day on there if they're under contract.
Advertise them, yes.
Yeah,
I think that's where you pivot to the Young Bucks thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have Motor City Machine Guns and New Day in your company. How are you not gonna advertise them?
Motor City Machine Guns could be a surprise. I don't think that's gonna put a lot of asses in the seats in the UK, but New Day absolutely.
New Day will sell tickets and it will get viewers.
At the moment of like both of them coming out at the same time would be huge.
It would be awesome.
Huge.
But Cade's right. Why would you not advertise them for them?
You could just do that on a Dynamite, I guess.
All In's already going to be a huge show.
Yeah, well, there's probably got to be a special Dynamite in between.
Yeah,
there somewhere
for sure.
Because July would be Forbidden Door. Are they clear before Forbidden Door?
I think it was like July 31st.
So no.
Yeah, it's at the end of July. So
I think you could.
I thought it was like 17th or 18th.
I thought you could hold it off. I don't think it's the worst idea.
Because they got released in the middle of the month, right? It was just a couple weeks. Well,
I don't think we know how the contracts work now that they've said no. I don't think we know the specifics of how the no
still
competes
a
and shit.
90-day, but I don't know if TKO cares about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, early August, because 90-day no compete. And they were released early May. So the 90 days would be up in early August. So they did have time to build toward a match.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't.
But they will not be at any other show.
I don't see how you have them under contract and not advertise them and put them on All In.
I see that as well. I see that
seems like just a huge marketing failure.
But we also forget that Tony Khan is a wrestling. And I think that sometimes his wrestling fan brain overtakes his need to make money.
But you could still build a feud with the Young Bucks and New Day and still do the Motor City Machine Guns as a surprise debut.
Mm-hmm. You know. But as a promoter, I don't know how you don't see this as just...
It's pure money. Like, these are the biggest names that have been available in a very long time.
Yes.
The Bucks and the New Day All In front of probably it's looking to be 60, 70,000 people. It would hit like crack.
I just say, like, assume, because it probably won't, because AEW's pay-per-views, even when they sell out, they tend to not do it till like the week of. They tend to do a lot of
Yes.
like week of, day of
And gate.
ticket sales.
You're right.
Yeah. But like if you advertise the New Day, I think you're selling out before the day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think they're big enough. I think they're big enough stars.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we forget Xavier Woods had a great mid card one, King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Like these are like I said, the biggest names in a very long time to become available.
Yeah.
And that's the
to
thing
pick
with these
up.
guys too. Like they are not only insanely bolsterous to your tag division, Kofi and Xavier are both dudes you could throw in the C2 and be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
You can. I mean,
and they end up facing each other.
Yeah.
And
Creed probably could go into a world champion slot. Kofi definitely can, though.
Yeah,
You can put your
I
world
think there's
title
an
on Kofi.
argument about Creed, but I
But
don't think there's an
Creed-
argument about Kofi.
Creed, you could put the Continental, the
Yep.
National, the International, any
Mid-card
of them
guy
on
for
here.
Put
sure.
Swerve Strickland and Kofi in a ring together.
Yep. I almost guarantee you Swerve is probably
But Kenny
pitching for that
Omega
match
and
right
Kofi
now.
in a ring together, man.
Yeah.
Hangman, Adam Page, and Kofi in a ring together. Just let them work.
Hangman's dead.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
He's gardening.
And again, what if there's a possibility? We don't know exactly what'll happen, but there's a possibility that by All In, we'll have Kari Sane, Motor City Machine Guns, and New Day on the ticket.
That'd be so cool.
I mean, Guns and New Day, I think, are guaranteed. Kari is, I'm like, maybe 60-40 on that.
For some reason, there's just something in me that's like she would have done it already if she was going to do it.
I don't know what Kyrie would even really do it all in, as fucked up as that sound. TBS title. I could see that actually, Willow versus Kyrie. I could see it.
Willow
Because
versus
I think it's a slot right now that it's going to be Mercedes versus Thekla for the world title at All In. I think that's almost
You
guaranteed.
think Tekla's going to hold it for that much longer?
Why not?
I mean,
who else are you going to put it on at this point?
You could have Mercedes come back, put it on her.
Yeah.
And then run
And
Kyrie and Mercedes back.
Well, maybe Kari
From
Sane,
the-
Willow and Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the money match.
You
I would
e-
much rather have that.
you
and
either
Willow
want-
beats Mercedes would be
Yeah.
huge.
You either want Mercedes winning her first championship at All In, but Willow winning her first world
be
title
huge,
at
too.
All In would be huge.
Save it for. We'll save
yeah,
it.
we're
divulging it to a whole other.
Let's say one more
podcast.
thing here, though. Asuka, what do you think the situation there
It's
is?
a
Oh
work.
yeah,
It's the workiest work to ever work.
yeah. She'll be back.
It's,
Is she gone? Is that what you're asking?
yeah.
I think she might retire, but I don't think she's
No,
going
she'll be
anywhere
back in
else.
WWE.
Something came out that she might have had, for some reason, she had to go back to Japan for an extended period of time,
That's what I've heard.
and they don't know when she'll be back. Essentially,
But she will be back.
yeah.
That's my understanding. She's still under contract.
Yes, she apparently signed a new contract like last year, a couple years ago. So she's probably still got
It's
30
around
years.
the same time Sammy
The
and
Fed
Kevin
is
and all those
stupid,
guys.
but they're not. We're gonna release Asuka into the free market. Stupid. It would be as bad. I
That
think
would be-
Asuka leaving would be as batshit as like a Seth Rollins.
I had a lot of hope
That's
for
on
that.
the
I
same
was like,
level
oh
to
man,
me.
maybe, but no, yeah.
Asuka
You're right.
retiring wouldn't surprise me though, because people don't, especially people in the WWE sphere,
No, I think retirement's on the table.
they don't realize how long Asuka's been wrestling.
Yeah,
Like Asuka is peers with like Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson
yeah.
Kana.
and those guys. Yeah, like she's 45 years old. She's been wrestling for 20 plus years.
And honestly, out of all those dudes you just mentioned, Asuka looks the freshest in the ring. She still has. She does not miss a fucking.
She's
step.
held up better than any of her peers.
She has a
Have.
certain style that makes that work. too.
Yeah.
Well, her style is I'm going to punch you really fucking hard.
One more little bit of speculation.
Yeah,
Is Bailey gone by the end of the year?
I could see it.
I mean, I could. It wouldn't surprise me either way.
And
The
I
thing
think
is-
Bailey is one of those. I don't know this for sure. This is all speculation, just based on, I guess, the things that have happened recently. I think she's the type with a chip on her shoulder. I think she wants to
If
prove
I'm
that she's
Bailey,
the
I want to
best.
go out into the world and wrestle some of the other women that you haven't had a chance to wrestle yet. If I'm Bailey. That's what I'm doing.
Again, that's the thing. She's never wrestled in Japan. There's a lot of younger talent in like AW. She's never wrestled.
And not just that, you could run back Sasha Bailey.
Yeah,
That's so special to so many people.
All in next year.
Yeah, I mean, I love their feud from NXT back. One of my favorite feuds ever.
It invented women's wrestling.
There was no women's wrestling until that moment. Forget everything about Japan.
And I'll say that because I've seen this a lot. And I actually saw this today because MJF replied to a tweet of someone about how good he was, and he's like, Triple H, do whatever you have to do to get him in WWE. And MJF was like, how about watching the show I'm actually on?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. When Kali was released, like, people were, and I get it to a certain extent, but if you're really a fan of them, watch them wherever they go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Them leaving WWE does not mean that they're dead. It does not mean their careers are over. If you're a fan, follow them to where they go.
God damn, and you really should follow where they go, because if you don't understand how good people like Kyrie were pre-WWE,
Yes.
watching them wrestle outside of that style, it's mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing.
People outside the WWE sphere, they're not familiar with the like post WWE surge that a lot of wrestlers get, because you're like, oh yeah, they're actually very good wrestlers.
Right. We saw that with Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
And that's going to go for all of these guys as well. I think no matter where they end up, you're going to see a huge surge in how they're perceived.
You get somewhere and you grow stagnant and you grow comfortable.
Yeah.
And sometimes change is good.
Yes.
And like you said, if you're a fan, follow them wherever they go.
Yeah.
You know.
It was like people were mourning. I was like, why? Just they're still going to be wrestlers.
She could wrestle.
Watch them
If
wrestle.
she still wants to wrestle, she could wrestle anywhere in the world.
Yes.
It's so funny too, because like people who aren't tapped into the WWE system and who aren't as invested in only WWE content, we don't celebrate releases. I think that's the wrong way to put it, but we do rejoice in like some of these guys coming back. Like it's going to be cool to see Apollo Creed again. It's going to be cool
Apollo
to see.
Crews.
Yeah. It's going to be cool to see like a lot of these people. It's going to be cool to see Kyrie back. It's going to be cool to see a lot of these people who really lose themselves in the WWE style to become wrestlers
In a different
that they're
atmosphere, doing something different, doing something that is out of your comfort zone.
I just think it's important to remember that this is not the end of their careers. This is not even probably the beginning of the end for people like Xavier and Kofi, who are probably going to be seen as top 3 tag teams of all time whenever it's all said and done.
They have so many matches they could do. So
they could completely revive their careers in AEW.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. People who just watch, what are you doing? We're about to get some of the best tag team wrestling ever seen in the ring with FTR, in the ring with the Young Bucks, in the ring with potentially Motor City Machine Guns, in the ring with, there's a ton of tag teams there. It's going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be great. And the fact that you're just missing it, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, as I said, it's not like we're not happy they lost their jobs, but we're excited at all the potential matches that are going to happen now. As everyone should be.
And they're free. That's the thing. You're free from the WWE style. It's a burden on there are some people who are good enough workers to overcome that style. Danielson, EO, like those people who are above the system in so many ways because they're so good at what they do. But sometimes, like, I think Alistair's a great example of this. That system and that style holds you down. It stops you from being what you can be.
Well, it holds you because, in his case, it held him down outside of the WWE.
Yeah.
Because he got stuck in that mentality of that's the end all be all.
Yep.
Be Tommy End again, and you'll be fine now.
Yeah. Just go back to being a badass metalhead skull kicker.
Yeah, go for a run in New Japan. I think that's
learn to have fun again, brother.
Yeah. Like, stop being so damn serious about yourself. All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up. We gotta hit Dynamite.
Nobody Kicks Out is a Channel 13 network production. We are a collection of independent content creators, which means we rely on your support. Please like, share, and subscribe because we can't do any of this without you.